What does it look like when someone builds a life around showing up? Anthony Galluccio has spent decades answering that question in Cambridge, Massachusetts. As a land use attorney, former mayor, and youth sports coach, his story isn't about grand gestures, but about the steady work of making things happen. At the local level, Galluccio grew up in Cambridge, where his father served as campaign secretary for John F. Kennedy. But when his father died suddenly, when Anthony was just 11, everything changed. A comfortable middle-class life became a struggle. His mother was left alone with 3 kids, and the family faced financial hardship. That loss shaped everything that came after. From age 12, Galluccio worked constantly. Paper routes, selling newspapers in Harvard Square, working for a local tailor. He turned every job into an opportunity to build relationships. By high school, he'd had 15 different jobs, not just for the money, but for the connections. Each workplace became part of a growing network that would later form his political foundation. After graduating from Providence College and Suffolk Law School, Galluccio entered local politics. He served on the Cambridge City Council from 1994 to 2007, including a term as mayor. Later, he became a state senator, chairing the Massachusetts Senate Higher Education Committee. This wasn't the flashy side of politics, but the unglamorous work of understanding how cities actually function. In 2010, he opened his law firm, Galluccio and Watson, specializing in municipal and land use permitting. It's work that sits at the intersection of public rules and private development, where projects live or die based on process and community trust. He represents major developers and institutions, but describes his success as projects where both the client and community win. Parallel to his legal career, Galluccio has coached youth sports for over 2 decades. He's coached more than 450 baseball games, founded Cambridge's first unlimited weight Pop Warner team, and organized free clinics serving over 300 kids. This isn't a hobby, but a second civic role, creating continuity for families and opportunities for young people. His charity work operates at similar scale. Since 1994, he's run a nonprofit that has donated over $300,000 to youth sports and scholarships. Through programs like Hope for the Holidays and Ashley's Angels, he's distributed hundreds of thousands more in direct aid and pediatric cancer support. These aren't one-time events, but sustained infrastructure that runs year after year. Today, Galluccio continues this pattern of overlapping service. He recently served on panels about equity and recreation in Cambridge, while maintaining his legal practice and coaching responsibilities. His approach reflects a particular kind of local power built on function rather than visibility, on the discipline of returning to work even without applause. For the complete story of how Anthony Galluccio has built a life of service in Cambridge, read the full article at infinitesites.com.